Look, if you do a ton of research for work, for presentations, or for school, I'm sure you have used one of the research agents out there. For example, Google's Deep Research Agent. And generally, what these kind of agents do is you give it a question, it will present you a plan, it will go off and search a bunch of websites from the internet, and it'll come back with a really strong report. But here are the things that have always bugged me about it. Number one is it's searching the open web. That means that for any serious work, you are actually getting whatever is publicly out there, not your company's actual data. And number two is the output is usually text heavy, a wall of text with maybe a basic chart bolted at the end. You still have to take that report, open Canva or PowerPoint, and then build the actual visuals yourself that make it presentation ready. Now, what if you could fix both of these in the same research run? And that is what Google has shipped, which is called Deep Research Max. It plugs into your actual work data through MCP. Think of FactSet, Bloomberg, S&P, your own PDFs, your own spreadsheets, right alongside the open web. And most importantly, the report it generates is genuinely presentation grade. World maps, timelines, donut charts, bar charts, infographics, all built inline in the report itself, all cited, all designed. So I'm going to run it live in Google AI Studio right now, walk through the two tiers Google has shipped, which is Deep Research and Deep Research Max, and show you what it actually produces. A quick disclaimer before we do this, all opinions are my own and do not belong to my employer. All right, with that, let's get into it. All right, so I am in Google AI Studio and I'm in the playground section. And this is where you have the capability to select all different types of models. So these are all the different models that are available. The idea of Google AI Studio is to ensure that Google can ship all the models and make it available and accessible to all the developers. So here you can see that this is the new sort of like agents structure here because deep research is actually an agent. So they have listed both of them over here, right? Now you can see here that there are two versions of deep research. One is deep research preview and deep research max. And you can already see here, deep research is the one for optimized for speed and efficiency. And the deep research max is for maximum search exhaustiveness and report basically comprehensiveness, right? So if you have more serious, I wouldn't say more serious, but if you need a more exhaustive research and you have a lot of time, it will obviously use a little bit more tokens compared to this one. Then you probably will be using max research, but otherwise for your generic research, you will be using the deep research one, right? Both of these are in preview. So here is the task that I'm going to give, right? So I'm saying research the current state of global AI chip export controls and semiconductor supply chains in 2026, focus on their evolution and stuff like that. And then I'm also asking it to produce a comprehensive strategic report that includes a world map showing major semiconductor manufacturing hubs, a timeline, a comparative table of exports, a bar chart, and a donut chart, right? So I'm giving it a pretty detailed instruction, but then I'm also asking it to create visuals. Now, this is where it's going to be a little bit different from before because earlier you were not able to get this kind of comprehensive visuals as part of this. So it has already started thinking, and it is first of all going to generate a research plan. So I'm going to give it a few seconds for it to complete, and I'll come back and show you the output. All right, looks like it has completed the job. It took almost 9 minutes to do this. But let's see what it has generated. So obviously an executive summary, but it has found out exactly from the year up to 2026, which is what we had asked for it. And it has gone ahead and given all the statistics. It has done all the citations. So you can see here, and this is where it has started creating these beautiful charts as well, right? So this is the pie chart that we had asked. You have the capability to go ahead and save it as well. And then we also asked it to create like a timeline. So let's see what it has done. So it has given it in a written format as well, which is great. Obviously, we want the report to be very detailed. And this is where it has created the timeline, which we had asked as well from 2022 all the way till 2026. And this is the semiconductor kind of trade war, key regulatory actions as well. I think it has done a great job here in terms of providing the timeline. Then I had asked it to create a tabular format. So it has given this in a tabular format as well. And again, with a lot of different details here, and this is the bar chart that it has created, which I had asked, right? So the dominance of global semiconductor, which is what we had requested. And most importantly and most impressively, this is the globe chart that I had asked as well, right? So the new geography of silicon and the realignment of how this has happened, which is pretty cool. This was not possible before. What you would see before was like a text heavy kind of a research. And here it is also given all the sources as always. But now with this amazing, the graphics and the visuals and the charts with the kind of way you have actually asked for, especially the most important one is the world map. That is very impressive. So in this one, I had used the deep research preview, and you can see here, you can actually go ahead and click on collaborative planning as well, which is where you will actually collaborate with the agents. If you don't do this, because this was for optimized for fast and efficiency, it went ahead and created this. But if you select this, then it will go ahead and actually ask you a bunch of questions to do that. And then obviously we summarize the visual. We are also asking it to provide the thinking summaries. And that's what, if you scroll back up, you can see the thinking summary. You can completely see the thinking summary here as well. And then grounding with Google search, etc. So this is the deep research preview, which is the latest one, which is April 21st. And the other one is Deep Research Max. And you already saw this in action with the amazing kind of capabilities of generating visuals as well. So that's what I wanted to quickly cover and show you what these two new powerful deep research agents from Google are. And hopefully you will be able to leverage them in AI Studio and check it out and let me know in the comment section how you find it. And obviously, if you have any questions, please let me know as well. All right. So that was it from my side today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.